Hey everybody, it's Mr. Bushido again with another short video at Kamen Rider Geek Nation News. We'll be the latest to yours of Kamen Rider Super Sentai Anime and comic book toy review, and also occasionally Tokasei Monsters, aka Kaiju Monsters. And this week we'll be doing a Kamen Rider toy review, and it's from the series Kamen Rider hibiki that aired from 2005 to 2006. And this is the Kamen Rider Now again, I do apologize because I cannot pronounce this right. Kamen Rider Todoroki or Todoroki. Kamen Rider Todoroki, and this is his Henshin transformation bracelet. And now his bracelet has a weird name. It's Kandoji Anzoim. That's the name of the bracelet. It's really hard to pronounce. This is the third rider in the show. There's about at least, I think, 6 or 7 riders in the show. It's been a while since I've seen this series, so, you know, I'm sorry, but I can't remember everything. So, Todoroki, this is kind of cool about it. It's a little reference on him. Todoroki simply needs to play his hand bracelet, the strings, to vibrate from his strings, his body to be hit by the mass of lightning bolts. Pretty much, his theme is kind of lightning, and his weapon is actually a guitar. Now he's not. He's actually the apprentice. He's the student, and the apprentice or his master is Zhang actually. And Zhang is a really cool character. His real name, the actor is, I think it's Koji Masui, and you guys probably know him because he came on Kamen Rider Kiva. He's a Joro, the Wolfen. Also, he came out Gara. He's one of my favorite characters. Okay, so let's get started. Let's actually zoom in this baby. And how you guys can see, it looks a little bit different compared to the regular DX toy. Actually, I tried to make it look more like the one from the show, because the show, their bracelets or their henshin, the tools they use to henshin, they look more worn out, and at the same time have a kind of rust to it. And another reason I kind of painted this, because this is not new. It did not come in the box. I actually bought this used, beat up, and also pretty much it was worn out. It did not work, so I had to actually see what's wrong with it. And thank gosh, it was just the speaker. It was not working. So I just had I actually put a different speaker on this. It's not the original one because it didn't work. So the sound is not that loud, but it's okay. And also, like I said, this was pretty beat up, so I gave it a new kind of fresh paint look. And I really like what I did, because I tried to imitate as much as I could from the show. And as you can see, it's pretty cool actually. If I can put it next to the light so you guys can see a little bit more. Let me zoom out a little bit. If you guys want me, I can zoom in just to show you. So I did all this paint to give it the kind of more rusty metal, but still kind of, and I really like how it came out. I'm pretty happy. It actually almost looks like the one you see and he wears, but it's not quite like it yet, but it's close enough. Again, I did that because this was a used toy and it was beat up and the electronics didn't work, so I had to fix everything and pretty much repaint some of the areas, especially the face. So let's turn this baby on. So the on and off switch is back here. And the first sound you need, now warning you again, the speakers is not that strong because I had to replace it. Okay, and here's the first sound you're gonna hear when I open this. Now this doesn't open all the way. I notice it doesn't slide all the way because the bracelet is like a fabric and it slows it down a bit. So you gotta be careful with that. That's the first sound. You wanna hear it again? Okay, this to his henshin. Henshin. Now it has about 2 or 3 sounds, so you hold on to it just for a second. It won't repeat the sound. See, and then the next sound, and then. So let's hold on to it. I really do like this. I'm gonna wear this at any con I go to in the future. It just looks so cool, and it just, Hibiki's a really cool show. If you haven't seen it, you should see it. And that's pretty much it for this. It's like I said, it only has about, if I had to guess, like 4 or 5 functions, and it's very simple, and it's cool because it's one of the series that didn't have a belt for a henshin, and that was a big deal. So yeah, it was cool. Now they did have belts that that kind of helped them with their weapons, but it wasn't technically their henshin belt, so it didn't really. So it was different, and you know, it was crazy. So I really did like that, and it's cool that all their henshin weapon, all their henshin devices, it's based on a music theme. You know, it's kind of like his is strings. Hibiki is like actually one of those sound tester kind of bell things. It's really cool. The other one's a flute, and his weapon is actually a trumpet, like gun, and that's really cool. I really want to get that. So in the end, it's a must-have. But yet, the sad thing about this is the hibiki toys are not on sale that much, because I guess it wasn't really a popular toy when the series came out. Or not only that, they didn't have that many toys to sell. So they're on there. You can find them online, but it's just really, it's hard. It's hard. It's not like really hard, but it is kind of hard to find them. And then when you do, they're not cheap. Even they're beat up or kind of broken, they still sell them for really expensive. I got mine for about $20, and it was already beat up and wear, and I had to fix it and repaint it just to show again the paint. And I did this all myself, actually, all this paint. I really happy that I did that. And I try to imitate as much as I can from the show. So, it's a cool thing to have, you know? If you see it for a good price, especially still inside the box, get it. The most I advise you to pay for it is $50, because it's a pretty rare toy to find. It's a discontinued toy. Remember, it's from 2005. So, it's a must-have. If you haven't got into the show, get into the show. It's really cool. I like it. Give it a chance. You know, check it out. And again, thank you for watching. This is Mr. Bushido signing out. K-Rider Geek Nation News will be the latest to oldest of Kamen Rider, Super Sentai anime, and comic book toy review, and also occasionally Tokyo Monsters. Thank you, well. Bye.